What's up, tribe? It's your favorite ladybug, Treese, and I am going to get right into it because we have a lot of work to do. I don't know if you have been tuned in or not been tuned in, but we have 4 days of Zooms, of lives, of whatever we want to call these online every night classes to get to the goal of knowing who to talk to, when to talk to, and how to talk to our tribe. And all 4 days gone, y'all. So I don't have time to play. We won't mince words or make waste. We're going to jump right into it. If you've been here, we've had day 1, day 2. Now we are going to start merging into the rest of the week. Today, we are going to jump right back into it. If you have not already, then you are late in the game. You should already know because I've been saying this for over a year. But in particular, for the past 2 weeks, we've been talking about how to find your tribe, how to find your tribe and turn conversation, follows, likes, and comments into real dollars. How do I convert what I do every day to reach out to people, say, hey, y'all, hey, sell stuff and offer services into things that compute to money, which is what pays bills to keep the lights on. And so I figured that it will be a great time to walk you guys through my process. It's the end of the year. A lot of us are boggled down with trying to figure out how to go into 2022 confident, but still scrambling around trying to figure out how to get through the rest of 2021 in a business perspective, as well as trying to wear all of these hats that everybody says we have to wear. Your finances, your taxes, your sales, your personal life, your wellness. So one of the hardest things to do is to map out your marketing. Unless you are a person who has a strategy that you've been using for a few years that's proven to be successful, the end of the year can be one of the funnest times to own a business, but it can also be one of the most stressful because everybody is blatantly and boldly doing what you've been trying to do all year, which is sell stuff. And now you have to make it more fun, more exciting, and more approachable. And so I figure we will pull out the GOAT. We got the GOAT, y'all. It's not just because, you'll know. If you got the book and you uncloned already, then you in the thing and you already know. Anyways, we are getting uncloned. We're using Audria Richmond's fantastic strategies to help us break out of the norms, kill old mindsets, dig into ways that we can be innovative about talking to our target audience and converting those conversations, efforts, and actions into things that pay bills, which is money. So we're going to get into day 3. Again, I have 4 days of videos that did not go through, so we will not be doing this live. I'm going to run all of them through. All of them will be posted one after another. If you have questions, reach out to me. I always tell y'all, go get this book. Go follow Mama Audria. That's everybody funty. She the fun auntie, the fun money auntie, the financial auntie, the find your own identity so you don't have to be cloned like other entrepreneurs auntie. Go find this book, get this book. Follow her. She is amazing and she has so many gems and tools. But because I know that you guys have not done that, or because you may have done that, but you like rocking with a sister like me, I'm going to go ahead and walk us through the next day of things that we should be getting into. If you're late and you're just getting here, we show up every day with a pen, a paper, an open mindset, and capability to do the next steps and just focus on the next steps, not looking at the whole big picture, not running out trying to make money after the video, but literally staying a week present in the administrative moment of learning how to talk to people who might want to shop with us, what to talk to them about, how to find them, what to offer to them, and how to sell it. That's everything we run through. We're on day 3 where we're going to talk about something that I think is worth addressing even more. We mentioned it in day 1 where we talked about being able to identify the reason why people should shop with you. We're going to get right into it. Today, we're doing 2 things. We're going to be the boss and we're going to make the calls. Those are the 2 things that you're going to be working on, AKA proving your accountability and credibility, and then B, creating an offer. So today we're going to talk about proving your accountability and your credibility and why that's important, and then creating an offer. If you have the book, which you should, and you're following along, then you already know the outline that you can use to really refer to for the rest of the week is on page 54. That's what I'm using to guide my daily interaction with you all. And so let's get into it. Being the boss. Bosses pay bills. Bills include taxes. Taxes include responsibilities and employees. So number one, if you have not paid yourself the attention that you're giving all your clients, the attention that you're giving to your audience, your social, or whomever it may be, then something is vastly wrong. You should be the main customer of any product. Before I put out anything, I use it on myself, try it out on my friends, go through it a couple times, do the drop and shatter test if it's something that can be broken. Do your Q&A on yourself. You need to be able to show and prove. Like I said, bosses pay bills. So one of the first things that I need you guys to do is on this paper, maybe not right now because we're running through class, but you're going to make some time to list out all of the attributes, all of the parts of credibility, all of the life lessons, all of the experience, whatever it is where you have used you on you. That's what you need to get down. First and foremost, write that down, make some bullet points, create some lists. If there's stories or information behind these show and prove moments that you've had for yourself, write them down. This is going to be very imperative because it's really difficult to convince someone to use something that you cannot effectively and succinctly articulate as beneficial to you. So the first thing that you want to be able to do is to really convey why you're the number one client, why your business has worked on you better than it has anyone else. Ask yourself some of these things. What was I missing before I started this business? And make it twofold. That can be some things introspectively or internally that you may have been missing, things like mindset, self-esteem, patience, courage, attributes of character. Or it could be other things, like if you were missing the product that you now provide. For example, if you're in the cosmetic or beauty industry and there is a beauty product that you provide, maybe you want to talk about some of your struggles, your obstacles, your failures, or other product trials and fails that you came across before you decided to break out with this product yourself. If you are someone who works in financial services or other like real estate, high-end market services, you want to talk about the mindset shift of being able to acquire the knowledge that was necessary in order for you to become an expertise in that field. And then tell people how that mindset shift impacted you to get to where you are and how them being a client can help them have the same shifts. If you work in somewhere like fashion, construction, automotive, you definitely want to be exemplifying how the confidence, the internal transposition of emotions calculated over from buying those physical things. As we know, you feel different buying a car, right, than you do buying a meal. It's a whole other kind of process. And so if you're in any one of these kind of tailored fields, you want to be drawing the client in by showing them how you're successful. How does dressing make you feel? What have you been able to obtain? What opportunities have come from you being able to learn when and where and how to dress and position yourself and your demeanor? What are some fun experiences that you've had? You know, you can't go mountain climbing in stilettos, but you also don't want to show up to a wedding in some hiking boots. And so depending on the type of brand that you are, you'll be able to articulate the benefits of having those varieties of knowledge and style. Be your own biggest client. Like literally the Men's Warehouse, famous for this, but it was like the true thing. It's like, I'm not only a client, like I'm not only the president, I'm also a client. It was like the best thing ever because it reminded us, it was a constant like beating down at the door, constantly putting it on your brain that well put together, articulate, seemingly affluent, looking like they might have had money. I mean, we don't really know these things or not, but the aesthetics of that person made him seem affluent, intelligent. He seemed approachable. You know, somebody safe in the store. It seemed like he had his own money on taxes, right? And so that's somebody that you might aspire to be. And every time he said that, it just put it in your head like, oh, if I buy this suit for my guy, you know, he's not going to just wear the suit. He's going to become this man. And no, people didn't become those people, but they bought those suits. And that's how you need to make your client feel. Your client's going to feel that way from you or whatever brand image you have out there. So you also want to be gathering intel. Intel can be a number of things. In this, I want you to focus on what's most important to you. By intel, I mean go out and look at the competition, go out and look at what's happening in real time, look at what your friends, family members, and foes are doing in relation to your industry without you telling them that you're trying to find out how they feel about your product placed in the industry. So like, look at the other brands that they buy. Look at the other types of products and services that they use that are similar to yours. Look at your direct competitor, right? You want to be gathering information so that you or the brand face can show up appropriately. This could also include the decision of whether or not you need to continue to be the face or not be the face. I always say yes. If you're a micro business, meaning a business that earns less than $250,000 or has less than 5 employees, you need to be involved in your company. People, you're too small to compete with the general masses and the templated pictures and all of this mass media consumption. You need to stand out authentically. And the way that you're going to do that is by looking at the intel, seeing what they're not doing. What are they afraid to talk about? What experience is different from yours? Sometimes we can feel slighted because maybe our demographics, our educational background, familial background, or life experiences vary from what we've seen a lot of other professionals have in our field, and that can be off-putting. I love an underdog story. So I always say, if you feel like you are the one eyeball in the room who didn't do all the things that everyone else did to acquire the title that y'all now share, then you need to use your unique story, right? I, as a transformation and wellness coach, have a very different story from what a lot of people in my similar sector may have. A lot of them grew up able to practice wellness. Some of them were not able to, but they were able to get standardized education that enabled them to pursue that field early and often. Neither was my truth. So I use the truth of hard life trauma, circumstances, dysfunction, and overcoming to show people how I'm a life expert at what I do. Get the intel and be brave enough to do what other people are not doing. And then get you some gas. Get you some gas. Get you some gas. Gather some people who believe in your dream. So being the boss is about paying bills. And this is real simple, right? When you really think about it. If I'm showing up every day to build something, I'm going to need to, one, believe in what I'm doing, which is why I have to show and prove. Number two, I'm going to have to be aware of my competition, which is why I need my intel. And number three, I'm going to have a team that uplifts me, keeps me connected to my goal, motivates me, and reminds me of my greatness. Y'all got to get y'all some gas. Get you some people who don't want any breaks. They don't want to see you break down. They don't want to see you break away. They don't want to see you take a break. They don't want to see you slow down and stop and break yourself because the pride of what you're doing feels so good. They don't want to see you break away at all. So get some people who will give you some gas. That's thing one. This is a very rigorous week. And since we are behind, it's still going to be rigorous. Don't feel overwhelmed, though. Make these things achievable by just doing what you can. So again, if your list is small, that's okay. If you don't have all of the answers, that's fine too. The key is to really be doing the work. So for today, which is day 3, you want to start off section A with how am I the boss? And then make your 3 bullet points. How do I show and prove? Where can I gather intel, or what intel have I gathered? And then where's my gas? Where's my gas station? Find you at least 1, 2, hopefully 3 or more people. I say 3 to 5 who can consistently gas you up by supporting you in what you are doing and verbally affirming what you are doing. And then next, you are going to move on to section B. Section B is a lot easier once you spend the time really narrowing in on what your attributes are. We love to say we do everything, we can release everything, we have all of our bright ideas. But when you really start with section A and you look at what have I shown and proved, what have I already mastered for myself, it will eliminate some of these other bright ideas that you want to throw out there, and you'll narrow down into what's really virtuous and valuable. So you go into section B by creating your offer. This is not where you're going to execute your offer. This is all notes, y'all. This is all notes. So I want you to stay in your book. I want you to stay in your notebook. If you have been following along, then you already know I told you to get the little mighty powerful book of big ideas. This is Audria's notebook that accompanies her marketing book, where you can write down all of these big ideas that I'm telling you about, which is what I've done, which is why I'm walking y'all through this now. This is not my first time on the rodeo. We on time 5, and I'll be doing this 2 more times by the time end of January hits. So just know this is a train that's not stopping, but it is going in the direction of success. When you start with section B, you're going to be making this offer based off basically section A, right? So number 1, anything that you have not shown and proved, kill it. You're not offering that. You're not doing that. You're not focusing on that. If it is something that you already have in your wheelhouse, right? Because this is right now we working with existing business owners. So if you have this in your wheelhouse, you can simply use something that you already were promoting, and just be open-minded to giving it a fresh new perspective. If you're going to go on this with the same offer, then don't even do it. Create something new. But I dare you, because a lot of you are not being profitable in what you have already. That's why you're here. That's why we needed to do this. Use what you have. Pick a product you already released without talking. Y'all know you ain't talked to people enough to find out what they really wanted, how this would impact them, the connecting and passion points. What problems did the product solve? So pick that product that you already have and get some proof in the pudding. Pick that one product, and I want you to identify how it helped you, how you were changed, and what proven results you have as a result of interaction with that product or service. Then I want you to go out and gather some intel. But this kind of intel I want you to gather is a little bit different. When you create your offer, I want you to use your competition intel and then find your top clients. So what I mean by that in real time is, for example, if you're Pepsi and you were on section A and you were being the boss and you got to section A part B where it says gather intel, you're like, okay, well, Treese, like, what's Coach talking about? She's about gather intel. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the competitor and find out what they're up to. Good, Coke. Now I know all the varieties of soda. Boom, I'm done. Well, when you get to section B to create your offer and you're deciding, okay, I need to find something that I already know is proven. So here's my top product, right? If you're Pepsi, then you already are going to use your dark color soda. What you're going to do in this section is not go back to the competition. You're going to go to the people who love you, the people who don't go to the competition, and you're going to ask them, why did you buy this product? Would you buy this product again? What did you like the most about this product? Do you have any review feedback that you can give me? What is it that you most enjoy when you visit my website? Tell me about the interactions we've had and how it feels to shop my business. Ask some questions of your best clients and find out what it is they like, why they like it, when they like it, what they want to see more of, and how they feel about your overall brand. If you ask some people, and it could be putting it on social media, it could be asking an email, because I know y'all gonna say, well, how do you ask? Open your mouth and say it. You can write it, you can read it, you can run it, you can roll it. What you need to do is just have this conversation. It can be in casual circles. You can gather a bunch of people. If you have some close-knit friends who are also shoppers, gather them, give them a meal, get some opinions. You can do surveys, you can do focus groups. There are a lot of ways for you to get this information. You can go live and just ask your audience. A lot of you have a lot of followers that you don't monetize. Snore, but whatever. You just need to get out of your way. Don't be trying to figure out how to make it perfect. Just get it done. Just ask them, what do you like? Why do you like it? What products would you buy again? And give me your feedback overall on the brand, the website, and the products and services we offer. And talk to the gas station. That's what the gas station is for. Go get you some gas. Talk to those same people who say, oh, we love you, you're the bomb. Now ask some functional questions, right? And then once you've done that, you're going to get into the funnest part to me, which I think we do first without really doing a temperature check on what is a proven product and service and what do other people have to say about it, which is why products tend to flop sometimes. But if you do those two things first and then you make it the TMZ zone, you will be successful. So if you get to section B and you create your offer based on what it is that people can literally know is proven because you can show them, and what it is that people are already saying they like, so you know that there's a good reputation, then it's easier to build something that's TMZ, totally me zone. I'm not cloning. I'm not trying to worry about what others are putting out there. I don't have imposter syndrome. I'm not boggled down with trying to refute the competition, because I took my intel and then I went back to the gas station and I talked to the people who like me about what they want more of. So I'm not stuck trying to mimic what anyone else is doing or talking to people who don't really want me to talk to them. Okay? And once we get past that, it's a whole wide world of marketing opportunity, which AKA converts to sales and business and sales and business. And that's what keeps the doors open. So get the door closed. Keep yourself quiet. Run through this list. This is not impossible. And if you've been in business and you feel like you haven't been getting the sales you want, the reaction you want, the audience support that you want, you need to take this time more than anybody to do it. If you don't have the money you want, the people you want, and you have goals that you haven't accomplished, then this is worth it. Find out what it is that you can show and prove, what it is the competition's doing, and get you some people to motivate you, so then you can go back into looking at an offer. You can get some proof in the pudding by putting out what is only proven. You can talk to those people at the gas station so you can get intel about what they want more of, and then you can really get into your me zone. I'm going to leave you with this wise words from the queen, because she just gives so many gems, and I want to make sure that you guys get some things directly from her. Adria says, be willing to challenge the norms. She says that right as she's going into chapter 4 of her book, where she talks about accountability and credibility. And one of the things I love about her is that she's so very honest. right? And she says this one little thing that I think is worth leaving you with. She says, aside from making a positive and untimely profitable impression on your audience, your authority and credibility is also important to distinguish yourself from your competition. It might feel like there are thousands of people who do what you do, and you're absolutely right. Your potential customers have options, lots of them. And that's the point in this game. There will be plenty of them who've invested in their visual branding and teeth whitening, so their websites and smiles are just as bright as yours. So how will a consumer know who is the real expert and who is faking the funk? It comes back to authority and credibility. When your game is tight, you will be the cream that rises to the top. Be fearless, my friends. Go ahead and be the boss. Do those 1, 2, 3s. Create the offer. Do those 1, 2, 3s. I'll see you tomorrow. Get back at me. These videos are coming through. Don't worry about being done on Tuesday. We will not be done on Tuesday, but we will work every day. If you have questions, go ahead and hit me in the DM. Go ahead and hit me in the email. You can email me, treese@tillforever.org, or hit the link on the gram. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me in the DMs. Once again, there's no way you can't find me. So if you need help, find me. Or better yet, you could always reach out to Mama Adria, the Funty, and ask her hot topic questions, pick her brain, and see what else she can do to help you get uncloned. Y'all be well. I see you soon.